In a quiet green valley, nestled among rolling hills and sparkling streams, lived a flock of fluffy white sheep. Among them was a sheep named Lily, known for her gentle heart and fleece, as white as a fresh winter snow. The valley was a peaceful place, where the sheep grazed all day under the warm sun, and the birds sang sweet melodies from the treetops. Everyone in the valley was friendly, and life was calm and happy. One day, while Lily was exploring a part of the valley she'd never seen before, near the edge of a dark, mysterious forest, she heard a rustling in the bushes. Her heart thumped a little faster. Out from the shadows stepped a wolf. He was large, with grey fur and piercing yellow eyes. The other sheep had always warned of wolves, telling tales of their sharp teeth and fierce nature. But this wolf looked different. He wasn't growling or snarling. Instead, he looked sad and very, very hungry. Lily, remembering the stories, felt a flicker of fear, but her kind heart saw past the scary stories. She saw a creature in need. "Hello," she said softly, her voice barely a whisper. The wolf, whose name was Fen, was startled. He hadn't expected a sheep to speak to him. He expected her to run away screaming. "Aren't you afraid of me?" Fen asked, his voice a low rumble. Lily took a small step closer. "You look hungry," she said, ignoring his question. "And sad." Fen was taken aback. No one had ever asked him how he felt. They only saw a big, scary wolf. Too, he had been cast out of his pack for being too gentle. He wasn't like the other wolves who enjoyed the hunt. He just wanted a friend and a warm meal. "I am hungry," Fen admitted, his stomach growling loudly to prove his point. "And I am lonely." Lily's heart went out to him. She couldn't imagine being all alone. Instead of running, Lily did something extraordinary. She nudged a patch of sweet, juicy berries with her nose. "These are delicious," she offered. "Why don't you try some?" Fen hesitated. A wolf eating berries? It was unheard of. But his hunger was gnawing at him, and the sheep's kindness was something he had never experienced before. Cautiously, he took a bite. The berry burst in his mouth, sweet and wonderful. He ate another, and another. Soon, Fen's stomach was full, not with a heavy meal, but with the sweetness of the berries and the warmth of a new friendship. He looked at Lily, not with hunger in his eyes, but with gratitude. From that day on, an unlikely friendship blossomed. Fen would visit Lily at the edge of the forest every day, stop looking for other animals to hunt, and instead learned from Lily how to find the tastiest roots and berries in the valley. When the other sheep saw Lily with a wolf, they were terrified. They bleated an alarm and ran to hide behind the older, wiser sheep. "Lily, get away from him. He's a wolf. He'll eat you," they cried. But Lily stood her ground, right beside her new friend. "Fen is not like the others," she explained calmly. "He's my friend. He's kind." The other sheep were skeptical. They watched from a distance, muttering amongst themselves. How could a sheep and a wolf be friends? It was against nature. One afternoon, a fierce storm rolled into the valley. Dark clouds gathered, thunder boomed, and rain poured down in sheets. A small lamb, named Pip, had wandered too far and was caught in the rising waters of the stream. He cried out for help as the current pulled him away. The other sheep were too frightened by the storm to do anything. They huddled together, watching in horror. But Fen, hearing the little lamb's cries, didn't hesitate. Without a thought for his own safety, he leaped into the raging water, swam with all his might against the strong current, his powerful legs pushing through the flood. He reached Pip just in time, gently taking the little lamb by his scruff in his mouth, and swam back to the safety of the bank. He placed the shivering, frightened Pip down next to his mother. The entire flock stood in stunned silence. They had misjudged Fen completely. They had seen a scary wolf, but he had shown them a hero. The older sheep, the leader of the flock, stepped forward. "We were wrong about you, Wolf," he said, his voice filled with respect. "You saved one of our own. You have a brave and noble heart. We are sorry for judging you." From that day on, Fen was no longer an outcast, too. He became the protector of the valley. The sheep were no longer afraid of him. They welcomed him as one of their own. He played with the young lambs and shared stories of the forest with the older sheep. He and Lily remained the best of friends. Their bond, a symbol of how understanding can bridge any difference. Fen learned that he didn't have to be fierce to be strong, and the sheep learned that you can't always judge someone by their reputation. And so, in that quiet green valley, a wolf and a sheep lived together in harmony, proving to everyone who saw them that true friendship knows no bounds. Their story was told for generations, a gentle reminder that even the wildest of hearts can be changed by a simple act of kindness, and that looking past our differences can lead to the most wonderful discoveries. True strength isn't about being the fiercest, but about being the kindest. Spay, and a little bit of forgiveness and understanding can make the world a much brighter, friendlier place for everyone. Thank you for watching. If you loved Lily and Fen's story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more gentle tales and wonderful adventures. See you next time.